Morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome this fine Monday. Hopefully, you guys are on the big V on vacation. Maybe some of you guys have the week off. Either way, this is the start of what we like to call the Black Friday crazy thon, right? So everyone used to wait till Friday to do Black Friday deals. We did that last year, and I got to tell you, it wasn't fun because I was trying to enjoy festivities. You guys were trying to enjoy festivities, and we even had some people tell us that they left on Wednesday or Thursday and they came back only to have missed those deals. So, we decided to go ahead and start early. So, for those of you who have been waiting for some of the Black Friday deals that we have thrown out there, that is what we're going to be talking about today. So, I'm gonna give just a couple minutes. Everyone, if you're here, tell us who you are. Let's go ahead and see if we can't play with this new tool and see if we can't have some comments come up in the chat. So, if you're here, let us know who you are in the chat. Oh, Holly, look at Holly even figured out how to do the let restream. And I know, by the way, guys, we were using StreamYard for the past month or so. And while we do like it, Danny went back and played with Restream, which he had, and we like it better because we can stream to more channels. And if ever we need to, it does have the possibility and ability to stream into Zoom. So last week, if you were here, you probably heard me complaining a little bit on our VIP call that, man, StreamYard was kicking my butt. Danny solved that within 2 days and had me in here and testing it. And we love that better. So hi, Holly. Good to see you. And you are right. Early bird catches the worm. Anybody buy any Black Friday deals yet? I have. I have spent some money so far. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and go through these Black Friday deals with you guys. And I'm going to go through them all once. Then we're going to see who has questions. And then I'm going to go back through. Now, for those of you guys who don't need me to go back through, you can drop off. But for some of you guys, I know even if you're watching the replay, we've had a lot of questions. Like I sent out the announcement last night early, and I already had questions in my inbox. What is this program? What is that program? Which one should I buy? So I'm going to do a little bit of that and go over that. So let me go ahead and look how cool this new tool is. I'm just doing all sorts of fun stuff, Daniel. Thank you. So what we're going to do is we are going to announce a very special fourth deal that was not on the email last night. And some of you guys, I think, know what it is. You've been waiting for it. We've been hinting at it. So let's go ahead and get started. The first Black Friday deal from Agency Fast Track is, drum roll, 50% off Agency Fast Track X Success. Now, many of you guys have already gone through this program. Remember, you do not have to pay to go through it a second time. And it's a self-paced program, but if we get enough people, and here's the caveat, if we get enough people commit to either go through it a second time or enough people to purchase it, I will do this live again. 12 weeks all the way through live if we get enough people. So the mark I'm going to put on that is I want to have 20 people, and it could be 20 new people or 20 people have already been through it. I don't care which. But if I have enough people commit, we will do this entire program again, LIVE live. So if you're not in our Agency Fast Track program, the X Success program, and you've been on the fence, it's 50% off with our Black Friday special. So you can jump into that. Now, who is this program for? Really, it's for agency owners who freaking work too many hours, right? You're trying to do it all. You haven't yet figured it out, or you haven't had somebody to help you walk through the steps needed to go through and grow your business or increase your sales. And X Success does just that. It's really a program designed for an agency owner to learn all aspects of their business in a way that you can start growing and scaling. So we talk about tons of stuff. And again, at the end of this, I'm going to come back through and I'm going to answer questions. And then I'm going to go over each program a little bit more in detail and jump in the back end and show you guys some stuff. So if you are like, I want that, I know I want it. If you didn't get the email yesterday because you're not on our list for some reason, and by the way, at the end, we're going to give you one link where you can go and get all the coupons and all the Black Friday deals. So you don't have to start screenshotting and writing down stuff. Don't worry about it. But each one of these deals does require you to use a Black Friday coupon in order to get the discounts. And as always, we know in your business you might need a 3-pay. So we are extending our Black Friday deal to 1-pays and 3-pays, which last year we only extended it to 1-pays, and I caught flack for that. So I'm not going to do that again. All right, so that's Black Friday deal number 1. That one might not excite a lot of people because many people in this community have already gone through that program. The next one, I have people who have been really on the fence about this, have been waiting for this, and this is the first time we've ever done this, and the first time 10X is at the price it was when we launched, right? Now, why am I doing this? I already had someone write me and say, man, why are you doing this? I paid more. Well, because we're having that time in our country, right? There's a lot of junk going on and recessions are looming. And I've already heard some people who have, wanted to ramp up their business. So I thought, why not? So 50% off 10X. Again, we've never done it. We may never do it again. And certainly at the price, this is the price when we first started, the very first time. This is the price that we did for really an elite group. Hasn't been at this price for over 2 years. So again, if you're on the fence thinking about doing 10X, now is the time to do it. And again, at the end of this, I'll come back and we'll go over that program as well. Now, with that in mind, who is 10X for? 10X is really for the agency owner who is ready to scale and they want to 2X, 5X, or even 10X their business, right? Those who need processes and systems, they understand that, yep, I got to hire people, but in order to hire people, I have to have training for them. I have to have processes for them to follow. I have to have systems. 10X gives you all of that. I like to call it like a franchise without the franchise fees. You pay one price only. That's it. And you get all of our processes, all of our steps, all of our procedures, all of our documents, training videos, everything you need to successfully run an agency. This is the program I wish I had available to me when I started my agency. I'm not sure I would have recognized that I should have bought it, but it would have been nice to have something available like this. So that's what 10X is. It's a big deal. It's one of our key programs. It's a very elite group of people who have gone through it. And that group meets every other week. We get together, we answer questions, we do things to make sure you're really ramping up and scaling your business. Again, there are some coupon codes here, and you can get 50% off even on the 3-pay, So again, I'll show you where at the end you can go to find all these deals. Plus there's links to each program. So you can go watch videos, read testimonials, get more information. Okay, our third Black Friday deal is something we've never done, ever. Now, most of you guys know we have a white label content service. We write blog articles for many SEO companies. And these blog articles are what you would need to actually help with your content strategy. So deal number 3 is we are going to make it 20% off only packages. So you can't get 20% off one. Minimum, you have to buy 5 blogs in the 5 blog packages. The 20% off is on top of the already discounted prices. So for instance, we have a 50 pack that offers you 45% when you add the 25, it's already discounted, and this 20%. So almost half off if you buy that. And if we do have folks, you guys order from us, you guys know who you are, you order every month. It's the end of the year. You could get a write-off and grab a bunch of content. So same thing. I'll come back through. I just want to get through these. So if people were just waiting to hear the deals, they want to go to the link and check it out, they can drop. And then anyone who wants to stay on, learn more, ask questions, we're here for you. And if you happen to be watching the replay at the end, I'm also going to give you a link where you can grab some time with me if you're unsure, if you're on the fence, if you need to ask more questions. So what type of content? Well, we have two types, and excuse my spelling error. We have two types of content. Now, this is the first time many of you are going to see that we actually added the second type of content. We have only offered SEO optimized blog articles in the past. And what I mean by that is an SEO optimized blog article is one that we actually go do the research. We look up all the entities and LSI keywords. We actually put in a lot of time to do what we would do if it were one of our own articles. And then we create the meta titles, meta descriptions, et cetera, et cetera. So it is a fully optimized SEO piece of content that when you put it on any site, yours, your clients, it's already ready and set to go. You don't have to go back through and do any SEO to it. However, we've been asked repeatedly, can you just do, I already have a team that does SEO. Could you just do content? So I did sit down with Jennifer and we talked about it, and we are debuting just regular content. So content that's not SEO optimized. Both of them are on sale right now, and you can get those. And I'll show you around in a minute. Okay, again, on the content, we couldn't give individual coupon codes because there's too many selections. There's different packs and different types. So all of it's on sale for 20% off. For all content, you're going to use BF Content 22 as your coupon when you order. Again, for some of you guys that order from us on a regular basis, man, stock up. Stock up, because I will not be doing this probably again until next year, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Really, the reason we threw this on here is we're actually very caught up, which is a great thing. It really shows, how well Jennifer does at keeping everything going in the company. So we actually can do this. If ever Black Friday rolls around and we're not caught up and we don't have the capacity, of course, I would never do this. Okay. Number 4, this is the big announcement. Okay. Some of you guys have been waiting for this. We've had many people already on a waiting list. So before I announce this, I'm going to tell you right now, we only have limited spots. And the reason we have limited spots is because we're going to onboard people one by one. The order you get on our list, so the people that are already on our list and waiting, they go first. Now, Danny's going to meet with every single person to onboard you onto our new Agency Remix platform. We're going to open it up to a very, very select number of people, and we're going to get everyone onboarded through December. Now, it could take, if you wait till Friday or next Monday to make your decision, and a bunch of people got in before you, you are going to end up having to wait for your one-on-one. Now, that does not mean you have to wait for some of the other things we're going to do. For instance, you're going to see me come out this week with another webinar you can join where we're going to talk heavily about Agency Remix, what it is, so you can make an informed decision if you already don't know about this tool. But for this founder deal, it is first come, first serve. So I'm going to say that right now. First come, first serve. Last year, we did a founder deal on one of our programs that has turned into this software. And we had 30 spots we opened. I went off and did my Black Friday shopping. I came back and Danny was like, hey, 38 people have jumped in. Should we shut it? We ended up having 40 some odd because I didn't shut it down in time. We're not going to do that again. It was fine and we did well, but those spots went fast. We opened it up Black Friday morning and those spots were gone by the time I get back from shopping. So just keep that in mind if you're interested in a spot. So what's our deal? Or wait, what is Agency Remix before I go to the deal? It's a brand new platform. We built it for agencies. So not only does it sell SaaS, right? Think high level, but better. But we're designing it to also run your entire agency. If you're a web dev, if you do logos, if you do website design, if you do SEO, the stuff that agencies do, we are going to be putting together processes and systems and automations that magically do most of that for you. So when you think about ramping up and stepping up your game, this software is going to be a game changer. And we're going to give you almost everything and make it stupidly simple, right? And what I mean by give you almost everything, notice I said the word almost. We already have works in the way to partner with different software companies that are going to integrate their software into ours, etc. We might have people build stuff for us. If there's a third party involved, I cannot give away their stuff, but we are not going to make money on you. So the third party might, but we won't. So our prices really are flat. You get everything that we build, that we create, everything we do, unless somehow we have to integrate a third party and it either costs us money or we need to pay something to that third party. So, which I think is really, really fair.
And Lisa, if you'd be so kind to explain what's included on our end, what or my end, more on the technical side, as time goes on, we're going to be building templates for specific verticals. We're going to be building templates to run if you're in SEO. We're going to build templates if you're in web dev. We're going to build templates basically for all these different services where you can install it into your account and modify it and help you run your business. Or if they're templates for a specific vertical, you can install them. So as we build them, instead of selling them one by one or charging an extra fee or anything like that, everything we build is included with your Agency Remix subscription. And then if you'd be so kind to explain what you were going to be doing with the website design.
Yeah, and I was going to come back and go through that, but I'll jump in right now. I am actually creating something called one-click templates, and they're a little bit different than anything you've probably ever seen. So I got tired of even the best builder where I have to pull this in and pull that in and make a website. Sometimes I don't want to do that. Maybe I have a customer on the hook that says, I can afford $500. Normally we would turn them away. I'm creating a system to where you're not going to turn them away because it might take you 30 minutes to create that website for them, or you can give it to a VA that would take the VA 30 minutes to create that website for them. The caveat's going to be that you have to, of course, sell it appropriately, right? They can't buy a Pinto and expect a Cadillac. These one-click templates are actually going to have 10 or more headers, 10 or more heroes, 10 or more this, 10 or more that, and they're going to be specific to different verticals or different styles. So when you load one of these into our system, and by the way, they are only on our system, unlike other systems where people can share them and then you see them everywhere, it's going to be limited to the members on our platform. So unless somebody's stealing the HTML that you spit out, they're never going to get their hands on these very customizable templates. So one template could, in essence, build 1,000 or more unique sites from one template. So if you go down a vertical, you only need that one template, and you could likely build sites in 30 to 60 minutes. And that includes changing out. We've created custom icons, custom graphics. We own all the assets. The only assets we're not going to own are the photography, the actual photos. And those we're actually working out a way to where we're going to put them in libraries and tell you exactly what to download. So if you have deposit photos or if you have Canva, to be legal and use the photos we use in the sample, you do have to go and download those assets. So they're going to be pretty sick. There's something that I was building for me in my agency, and why not implement it into Agency Remix and help all you guys? That's just one thing I'm doing. I'm doing several other things. Danny's doing several other things. If you're on high level right now, and we love high level, we use high level, we have customers on high level, it just had limitations. It had things that made us want to move. And once we moved and got on this platform and built our own platform, now we're in control and can really help you guys, right? We're not having to think, oh, I got to protect my assets. They're protected in this system. So again, we're going to do an entire webinar. I'm going to do a webinar this week. It might not be open, meaning you guys might not get to ask questions. I might just, Danny and I do a recording and send it out. I don't know. We have to look at this week. I know a lot of people leave on Wednesday. In fact, what we might do is send out a webinar, and I'm going to make this commitment. Our Black Friday deals will not close until next Monday at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So wherever you are in the US, you have till at least midnight. So if you're on the East Coast, you actually have till 3 a.m. So you get a little bit extra time. Next Monday, we will come right back here at 10 a.m. and answer any questions, go over anything that might be outstanding, so you have the proper time to make your decisions. While I would love to tell you, make your decision now, if you don't know what this platform is, you need to find out. For those of you who do, don't wait. The faster you get on, the faster you say yes, the faster you'll get onboarded, and the quicker you'll get access to it. Now, so I'm going to show you the pricing. The pricing went live on the website, so it's also on the website now, and you can order on the website. You do not, as far as I know, Danny, do we need coupons on the website? Can you go check that real quick?
Okay.
Yeah. And if we do, we'll get those added, but I did not create any coupons because I think it goes through, but we'll find out. All right. So here is your pricing, right? We have one time only. We're doing this once. We did it last year for some founders in our previous program. This is the next version of that program. Those founders get precedence, and most of them already know about this because we've already announced it to them. We've already told them, and some of them are already on the platform. It's fair. When you're a founder, you're going to get more than when you're not. So they did get advance notice. Some of them got to test the system. Many of them have been involved in talking to us about the system, et cetera, et cetera. So as a founder of Agency Remix, the same thing goes. Number one, your price will be locked for as long as you're a platform member. If your membership never lapses, that price will be good forever. If we go up, and we will on the platform, you're never going to pay any more. Also, you guys will always receive special early access. So if we have a new feature and we need testers, we go to you guys. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to, but we go to you guys. If we have new templates, we go to you guys, new blueprints, etc. And you guys are the ones, the founders, who we will go to and say, hey, we're going to have some kind of session. We want to talk about XYZ. We invite you to those sessions to talk about new features we're thinking about before we bring it out to the community. So you're going to get access to, and you're not required to, but you're going to get access to things like special sessions, focus groups, et cetera, et cetera. So our founder deals, we only offer these once. We do not, bring new people. And I can promise you that I have people right now who have, or even after last year, who, when they missed the founder deal last year, they literally asked me, can I get on the founders deal? I was out of town. I missed it. No, we did not let them. Thank you, Danny. Danny's showing me we do actually have coupons. I will add that. Right now, our Black Friday page, I'm going to show you, does not have this new deal. We had to wait till we had this call with everyone when we announced it before we would put it on that page. I will put the coupons on that page, and we will also put the coupons in the chat, Danny, right here. Okay. Facebook user said, whoop, whoop. I don't know who did that, but whoop, whoop. I'm with you. So whoever, I can't tell who that Facebook user is, please jump your name in there. I'm sure it's somebody I love and already knows coming in. All right. So here is your founder pricing. Let's just do it. And I'm going to explain this. So $297 monthly forever. And when I say $297, Randy Road. All right. If you guys don't know Randy, he is awesome. And he's somebody we're going to be talking to about helping us with PRs and other stuff, and maybe get him on the platform. Randy, hint, hint. So we want to build this platform to where we're putting the best of the best on here and giving you access to those resources in one place. So $297 a monthly is going to get you everything. So for some of you who are already on our program who pay for VIP, the minute you join Agency Remix, we are going to cancel your VIP membership and you're going to save that money. So whatever you're paying, depending on when you join, that money goes away. You're also, if you're on high level and you're going to eventually switch to this, you're not going to pay Mailgun anymore. You're not going to pay those extra fees. So you're going to save $35, $45 there. So immediately we're saving you $100 to $150 of what you're currently paying. And the $297 is fully SaaS. It's exactly like the $497 type of membership on high level if you guys are high level folks. So you're going to save money there in the sense that you get SaaS from day one. Now, we are opening a total of 50 spots. We already have 3 people we onboarded early. They helped us test, et cetera, et cetera. So we have 47 spots at this price. Now, as you know, Danny cannot onboard every single person tomorrow. So first come, first serve. It's going to be by the time your order was placed. So whoever places their order first gets to meet with Danny first. Maybe they even get to go to Thanksgiving dinner with him. I don't know. I was waiting for his reaction. None. Danny, I just invited the Agency Fast Track community to your house for dinner. Can you tell Mom?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm actually, interesting fact, I shouldn't say we, Colette is actually smoking a turkey for the first time. So I'll tell you how that goes. So we have 50 total spots, 3 are taken, and I can guarantee you, I know about 10 people who are already on the yes list, and we're just waiting for us to open the door. So these will go fast. Now, we also have a yearly, and there are 25 spots on the yearly. And by the way, we don't want to have 100 people in the system next week. So there's something to be said for, depending on which prices you guys pick, we really are only trying to sell 50 seats. I'll be quite frank. Through all 3 of these, we really are only trying to sell 50 seats. We just didn't know what pricing you guys would pick. So therefore, we might end early. Or for people who come in, if you're number 51, we might have to give you the caveat that you can't get onboarded until mid-December or something like that. Now you can get into that software and you start going to the public classes we're going to have, but the physically one-on-one with Danny, we got to space them out a little bit. So $29.70 yearly. That means every single year, that's what you pay. You're a founder. So that's not only cheap, but now you're getting 2 months free. It comes out to about $247. A month, which is pretty dang awesome. Now, we don't plan on having a lot of LTDs. We did it only for one reason. The people who come in LTD, we know that those people are going to 100%, really invest in the platform. We offered it to people already, and we have 3 out of 10 spots already taken. So we only have 7 LTD spots. Now, lifetime deal means just that. You're never going to pay for anything Danny and I put out on the system. Again, we cannot third party, talk about third party. If somebody, like, we're planning on integrating certain softwares like Yax, we're looking at Core is going to come in. I'm hoping Randy will work with us and a few other people. And third party stuff, obviously we can't give away their things. So, but on an LTD, you never pay us again. You don't pay us, Agency Remix, for your membership ever again. It's about, based on $297, I want to say it's about 2 years, 7 or 8 months worth of $297s or something like that. You could do the math. You can figure out how long it is, but it's an excellent deal. It's an amazing deal. Now, why are we doing a lifetime deal? I'll be quite frank. Danny and I want money to invest in the platform. We have developers. We have people who are going to start building stuff for us. That infusion of money allows us to pay for that development without putting a ton out of our pocket. Now, we've already put a ton out of our pocket because we actually buy licensing, to lease the engine, the software that all this stuff is built on. And if you do want to know what that is, you have to talk to us privately about that. We're happy to talk to you if you do want to know the engine it's built on. But these are your 3 prices. When those spots are gone, they are gone. I did not make exceptions last year. I will not make exceptions this year because it's not fair to people who take action. Nothing chaps my butt more than when somebody says it closes at this time on this date, and then, oh, we're going to extend another week. I hate that. I hate that. So barring any weird technical glitches or issues that, you have to write me personally and tell me something went horribly wrong before I am literally going to, listen to that story. So these are our prices for our founder plans. Again, a bunch of you guys have been waiting a month, some of you guys too, to get in here. We're open. Come on in. This pricing may go up the day after, next week, but honestly, we're closing the system and not letting anyone in until we get everyone onboarded and everyone settled. And that is our commitment to you guys. We are not going to get dragged down with selling too many spots, and then Danny and I can't see straight to get done the meat of what you guys are paying for. So I am about to come out with already our first, and I'll tease this, Danny. I wasn't going to until we did our webinar, but the one-click template you're going to get first, ta-da, agency, your site. For those of you guys who don't have a website, hello. For those of you guys who want to create landing pages or secondary or third websites, Web Design Dallas, Web Design this, Web Design that, this template will allow you. And I am going to be teaching and helping everyone with 2 things. Number 1, my focus is sales. I'm going to help you sell this stuff. I'm going to help you sell this stuff in a way that if you can't sell it, you're not trying. 2, I'm going to train everybody on how to make money with websites. A lot of people say, oh, I'm going to show you how to build a website. There's 10,000 YouTube videos out there, if not more, on how to build a website in every platform you can imagine. You don't need that. You don't need me for that. But how to build stuff like our one-click templates really are designed to go fast, and fast means money, right? Fast means money, and that's what's important. All right, so that's our pricing. You guys can throw up any questions you have. I will show you a couple things, and then we will take questions, and then we will go back to the beginning. For those of you guys who want to stay. If not, it's really maybe for the recording. So people who are watching, if they had questions and couldn't ask live, I've gone over more things. So before we do that, though, if you want to know any of the deals, or you want to order them, or you forgot what the coupon is, go to www. Please don't not put in the www, because we have a non-www version of the website that's not connected to this system. So it's unfortunate. I should have never done it, but it's done. So you want to put in the www.agencyfasttrack.com/BF2022. That is going to show you every Black Friday deal we have right now, all 4 of them. I have something that I'm not going to tell you, but I have 2 spots that when people join Agency Remix, depending on what number you are, it's almost like a special lottery. If you're number X, and I'm not going to tell you what the X is, and don't think it's 10 because it's not. That would be smart, but no. If you're a certain number, there's actually an extra special prize for certain people that hit a certain mark. You'll never know how many people signed up, so you'll never be able to time it just right. But we've got a couple things, and we'll put that on the website. And if we come up with anything else last minute, that'll be on the website as well. We'll announce it. If you're not on our mailing list, you don't see those announcements. We also announce them in Facebook on the client acquisition and scaling page. We announce them, in so many places that if you're not seeing it, you're just not online. All right, so that's where you're going to go for that. And then here we go. If you're not sure, some of you guys just joined our community. We went to SEO Rockstars, Danny and I. We had a great time, Randy. We saw you there. Love you. We saw a bunch of people there. We met a bunch of people there. We saw old friends. But a lot of people got into our community. And if you're one of them, you're like, I don't know what none of this stuff is. Schedule a free strategy call with myself and or Danny. Depending on what you want to talk about. If you want to talk a lot about Agency Remix, we got to bring Danny to the table because Danny can answer tech questions that I can't. So just schedule that strategy session and I will work if we need to rearrange it because Danny can't be on it and we need Danny there. We'll get that done for you. I have all of Tuesday blocked for this. So I can meet all dang day on Tuesday with you guys. I have some spots on Wednesday and then I have more spots again. Maybe Friday afternoon. It'll depend. I'm going shopping on Friday. Come on. It's Black Friday, right? I am the crazy girl who likes that. And then I'll try to keep next Monday open in case, and then we'll close down any of our deals at midnight PST. I don't think Californians should be, they're always penalized, with the midnight thing. So this time I chose to say, no, you guys get till midnight even out there. All right. So those are our deals. That's our Black Friday. You can tell I'm pretty excited about this. I'm pretty pumped because I've never put 10X back to the price from the beginning. And I'm very excited about Agency Remix. There's so much stuff. Some comments. Randy, please be sure, convert me to one of the founders' monthly offers. You got it, Randy. So that's one spot gone. The time on that, Danny, 10:35:43. We have that marked. It's on the video. So Randy will be in line based on that number. So we actually gave away a free sub account at SEO Rockstar so people could go in there and check it out and play with it. So that's how Randy's already on the system. Good for him. All right. If you have questions, pop them in the chat. If your question is super complex and you want to ask it live, let Danny know and he will privately send you a link that will pop you in here and let you join. And then after your question's done, we'll promptly kick you out. So that's something that Danny and I discussed this week, by the way. If you're in my community, last week I was very frustrated on a call that I couldn't figure out what someone was asking me. I asked Danny to come up with a solution because he's tech guy. And dude, within 5 minutes, he's like, dude, it's easy. We'll just give them a link. They pop on, they ask their question, and then we throw them out. So easy. So easy. Good stuff. All right. So as you guys are asking your questions, getting in the queue with questions, anybody pumped about this? Anybody been waiting for this that's going to jump in? Throw it in the comments. Let us know. We do all this for you. I spent all day making sure all these pages were up. These deals worked. We clicked the links. I made Colette click all the links. I made Danny go and test it all. But if there's a glitch, and there could be, let us know. And if you're not on our email list, then we won't be bugging you this week. But if you are on our email list, we're going to send out reminders throughout the week. We'll send out notes and we'll put it in all the groups too when we're going to do any webinar, things like that, just to keep you guys informed. But again, I want to be very, very respectful that this is a holiday week, right? So I'm extending this all the way through next Monday. Now, somebody's asking, how do we ask private questions on these events? Maybe there's not a way to ask a private question. Danny, you're muted. Hold on. I muted you because you had sound going at one point. You're unmuted. Go ahead. Is it Arcady?
Yep.
Arcady. Okay. Arcady, just Skype message Danny the question. You got him on Skype. And if it's something you want us to answer here live, we can. But if not, listen, if you can't find me or Danny, you're not looking. We're on Skype. You can find us on Skype.
Send me a Facebook message.
Yeah.
Facebook message. When you're on here, it's easier. Just send me a Facebook message.
Yeah. And I'm assuming that's Arcady. Yay. I'm so excited. We're excited too. Danny and I are more pumped about this than we were a year ago creating this first version of this, because this version is so sick and we're so flippin' pumped about it. I hate to say it, but I've had very many sleepless nights because I lay in bed thinking about it and then I just get up and go work on something because I'm excited and I can't even sleep. So, that's a horrible place to be. All right. Again, ask questions, but I'm going to kind of go backwards, right? So I'm going to kind of go back with these slides here. And I want to just cover a couple things about each one of these programs. Again, ask any question you want, we'll answer it. If you got all the information you need, you can drop. But if you're watching the recording, you're a newbie, you weren't here to ask a live question, I just want to go through a couple of these programs and really give you some good information about them, right? So the very first one, Agency Fast Track X Success. And when you go to the Black Friday deal page, there's a link right underneath that deal. It says, learn more about Agency Fast Track X Success. That's the best way to figure out what that program's about. We tell you what's in it. We cover, what all 12 modules are. We go through everything you need to run a successful business. Now, this is good stuff. This is head stuff. This is getting your mind right, getting your situation right, getting your time right, dealing with spouses, dealing with family, hiring VAs. This program is about the hows and the getting started, and it's the foundation. Before you can join 10X, if you have not been through this program, you have to apply to 10X because we want to make sure you're ready for the 10X program. And by the way, you can buy 10X now if you're not ready, but we want you to be ready before you really invest in that money. The only reason I'm saying you could buy it now is because I'll probably never offer it at this price again. So I hate to tell you, don't get it now. And then you go through X Success and then 3 months go, Lisa. So that's something to say. Now, with that said, I priced it in a way to where 10X, even on the best coupon deal, was $7,500. I priced this to where you can get X Success and 10X for $7,000. I did that on purpose because a lot of people don't want to spend the extra to go through the first program, and you need to do that. If you are not, in this, okay, if you're not ready for this to go to 10X, X Success gets you ready. And again, I made a commitment to everyone. If you are watching this and you've gone through X Success and you have not implemented what you learned, commit to coming back through. We'll start it again. We'll start it from the beginning in December. And if we have enough people, I will do it live every week like I used to do, a couple years ago. I'll commit to that. But if I only have 3 people, I can't do that. It's not a good use of my time. Now, in the X Success program, everything you ever need is in there. However, we don't teach you processes. We don't give you every single process we have. That's why we broke it out, and that's in 10X. So hence, just want to spend a little more time on each of these. When we come over here to 10X, this doesn't teach any psychology, right? So where X Success is basically getting your bachelor's degree, 10X is like getting your master's and your PhD. You need that bachelor's degree before you should go and get the other. Now, most agencies might have the experience and don't need the first course. But I like to make it perfectly clear, 10X is not going to hold your hand and go through theory, if that makes sense. Now, we do talk about something if we need to teach you something. What's cool about 10X is we even have videos, for example, on some of the things we do in SEO. We've made videos for RVAs, like Schema, for example. So as we teach those things to RVAs, we recorded all that, and you get access to those. You get access to that stuff. You get added to my instance of Asana where I have a 10X project, and you get to be in there with every other 10Xer. We add processes, we add systems, we add documents, we add videos. Everything I do for my agency gets added there. Now, for those of you guys who are watching that are already 10Xers, hey, guess what's coming? In 2023, we're updating a lot of our processes that now automate through Agency Remix. And if you're already a 10Xer, you're not only going to get the system and all that, but there's going to be some special stuff in the back end of 10X for you. So again, I think it's something that if you're on the fence, like some people I know in our community, they already know what both programs are. Maybe they've been saving up money to go through it because 10X is very expensive, which again, you're buying a franchise, you're buying an entire system. And we have one member who bought in and helped get the head start. And now he's automating the whole shebang himself, the way he wants to do it, right? But it was a great starting point. He didn't have to start all over or start fresh, start from the beginning. So, but I encourage you to schedule a meeting with me and Danny, depending on what you're looking to do, to make sure this is right for you. Black Friday or not, you want to invest in yourself, but you want to invest those dollars wisely. You're never going to hear me on any webinar I ever do go, you have to decide right now. And if you don't decide right now, then you're going to lose out. I hate that kind of selling. I want you to make informed decisions because our community is special. And if you haven't been in it long, you might not have figured it out yet. But Danny and I, so Danny's on the Agency Remix side, but he's also been really becoming an integral part of Agency Fast Track with the courses, and he's been helping with all the new stuff. Our number one goal for all of our communities is to make you successful, to make you more money. And that's why I say meet with us if you're not sure. The thing not to do is what I did for the first 5 years of my business. I did nothing. I struggled and just kept trying to do it the hard way. Don't do that. We can help. All right. So I'm seeing some other stuff. Tamara, nice to see you. Glad she's excited as well. Yeah. Had some faces we haven't seen in a while. All right. The next item up for bid that I said I'd go into a little bit more content is content. So when we're talking about blog articles, keep in mind this, if you buy the SEO content, it truly is SEO content. It's built to help you rank. What's not included, now these are just blog articles. We're not in our process. So if you're in 10X, we've had 10Xers come in and say, oh, so you'll create my GMB landing page, or you'll create, this silo page, or this or that. It's not that type of content. This is simply blog articles. Now, we will, on a one-on-one basis, if you are a 10X member, we will build that other type of content for you. We create an agreement between us of what we'll do, what you'll do, but it's very subjective. So 10Xers do get access, physical access to more writing, but on a whole, if you're not in 10X, you can only order blog articles. And there's a reason for that, right? We don't want to be part of your SEO strategy unless we fully know and understand you understand SEO in a way that you're not wasting your time or your money. So these are blog articles, and they're damn good blog articles. The SEO ones, if you actually buy like a 50 pack, I think they're as inexpensive as $75 a piece. Now, with this 20% discount, they're even less. For SEO optimized content. And you can go on our content page. I think there's a link on the Black Friday deal page to show you where it is. You'll see everything we do. And we do most than anyone. Now, putting these two together in 10X, we teach step by freaking step our content process, our SEO process, our web design process, our hosting process, our sales process. So if you're a 10Xer, you have access to all of this stuff. You don't have to consume it all. Just use what you need when you need it. And one of the things we teach in 10X heavily is how exactly we do content. And we do it like most people don't. And that's why I have ranked, if you've gone to SEO Rockstars for many, many years, 5 or 7 years ago, I talked about how I ranked entire sites with just content. Technically, it's because I SEO optimized my content so well. And that's the process we still use today. Now, we need more backlinks these days than we used to, but backlinks to me are the easy part. Content's the hard part. So if you do a lot of content and you've been trying to outsource it and you've been struggling, this Black Friday deal, I would stock up. If you know how many you write a month times how many, get the first 4 to 6 months. We write amazing content and it's very, very SEO optimized. Secondly, we have the non-SEO content. Only because people have asked for it. So we put it out there. If we don't get a ton of people ordering it, we might discontinue it. But for right now, we decided to debut that today as well. It's out there. You can order it. Obviously, it's less expensive because we don't have to send it to the SEO department to do things too. So it's a little bit cheaper. All right, guys, that is pretty much it. If you guys have no questions, I'm going to go back to the screen to just cover this one more time. So if you joined late, if you're just watching, if you just tuned in, one of the big announcements we did not make yesterday in email or on any of the channels was the Agency Remix software platform that we are building. Keyword is building. It is nowhere near finished, and I don't think it ever will be because we don't believe in that. We're going to continue to put more and more effort into making all of our jobs as agencies easier equal more profit. One of the things that I've noticed a trend with SEO over the last 5 years, if you would have watched me talk about SEO back in 2014, I would tell you what a high profit margin I was making. And it's gotten harder and harder and more expensive to do with tools and people, and the profit margin just stinks. So I started looking for ways to add revenue, and we're going to tell that story this week, and we're going to go over everything with you guys this week. But Agency Remix is our future. It is the future of how we're going to service our clients. It's already added an amazing amount of revenue to our bottom line, because every customer is now spending more because we're adding on services that are easy to sell. More importantly, I love all that stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love high level. I love SaaS. I love selling chat widgets and all the things we can sell. But what really jazzes me about the new platform, we are going to have onboarding processes. We're going to have servicing processes, customer retention processes, templates. We're building something very unique in the industry that we hope will make our business a ton more money. And at the same time, I'm double dipping and allowing you guys to jump on that bandwagon. It's a great plan. So we're building this out, $297 a month. You lock in that rate for as long as you're a member. I'm sure there's less than 47 spots. I know there's only 46 now minimum because Randy said to convert him. I had 2 people write me this morning, so I'm pretty sure we're already down to 40, maybe even 30. So you want to jump on some of these spots, because when those spots are gone, that will be stopped in the Black Friday deal. And then you'll only have the choice of the other 2 types, which will be yearly and or an LTD. The LTDs are very limited because we just don't make any money on this over time. It's break even for us, but you're helping us fund some initial programming we need to buy. We need to purchase licensing. Danny and I are, by the end of the year, going to probably have invested $50,000 to $75,000 more dollars into this platform. We're just helping us, subsidize that a little bit. So that's it. Those are your deals. Here is the page. Oh, that's a beautiful graphic, isn't it? All right, here is the page. If you missed anything, if you want to check out every single thing and learn more about it, go ahead and go to www.agencyfasttrack.com/BF2022. And if you have any issues, you have questions, please schedule time. My calendar will probably fill up fast once this gets out on replay. So if you're here live, get it now. Get it now. Get on the calendar, because Tuesday was completely open. And I already saw one thing come over on my calendar. Somebody's posting square, what is it? SpongeBob SquarePants, right? It's funny.
By the way, guys, if when we see it, if you haven't allowed access to the app to see your name, that's what we see. We see Facebook user.
Yeah. Yeah. So we are going to go with Restream. We're pretty confident. We're going with Restream. We're going to quit using StreamYard. Even just using this today, I love this so much more. Danny and I were playing with it Saturday night, and we're going to be going with this. So you can, if you don't use StreamYard anywhere else, you can take away access to StreamYard, add access to this. I also know that if you're on text reminders, you keep getting the Zoom link. We're going to get that fixed today. The only link you can get on the text reminders is to whatever platform you want to watch on. So we'll probably just take the link away. This is streaming to our YouTube channels, and it's streaming to a couple of Facebook lives. We might not always do it to each one of those, but today you can find this in 4 different places. All right. Well, there's the link. Danny put it up. We'll put it up for the next few weeks. Every time you guys come in, click on that, give permission to the system to let Restream show your name and your picture in the streams. Do recall these are recorded and they will be out on public channels. So if you choose not to want to show your face and not to want to show your name, that's why they do it. It's an option. You don't have to. You don't have to. All right, Danny, am I missing anything? We're feeling good about this. Oh, here's the link. Again, let me put this up. Here's the link to schedule the strategy call if you need one, if you just want one, or if you have questions we couldn't answer in here. Again, we will have another live call next Monday where we will be focused on answering questions, going back over things. We'll give you an update on if there's, any seats left in Agency Remix, and if so, about when you would get onboarded. Again, you're going to get to go to all the live and public training. You just won't get your one-on-one onboarding with Danny if you're way down on the list until probably sometime in December, right? Otherwise, he'll start onboarding. The first people on the list will get onboarded right away. Please don't send us don't send us all a bunch of questions like, what number am I on the list? Don't do that. Don't inundate Danny with that, because then he's spending time doing that instead of onboarding people. So let's let him do his job and let us do our job.
If you guys have any questions, just shoot me a message in Facebook. And if you have a hard time getting to the Stripe page or whatever like that, then just shoot me a message. I'll send it to you directly.
Perfect. Well, as always, guys, I appreciate you. Monday is my motivational day. Usually I come in here and motivate the heck out of you. I don't know if this is motivating to you. It's very motivating for me, because what you're going to see is we are so committed to 2023, this community, continue to grow my agency. Unlike many people in this type of role, I'm going to do a role of now, I'm actually serving the community and I still have an agency. Most of them quit their agency and just serve their community. And I'm just not going to do that, because how would I know what's going on? I wouldn't have my finger on the pulse of customers and agencies. Personally, I'm trying to grow my agency bigger and make it better. So I'm in this with you guys, and I am very, very pumped. Where do we get on your calendar just to ask quick cues about the Founders Deal system? Right there on the screen right now. Schedule that free strategy call. If you want to get on Danny's calendar and you don't want to talk to me, then just reach out to Danny. I don't have, that is my public calendar, which is always a mistake putting out on big public videos like this. But if it becomes a problem, I just change the link. So if people start like blowing me up, right? But that is how you can get a schedule on me. If you want to go with Danny, just Danny, you can reach out to him. If it's about Agency Remix, I am most likely going to see if Danny's available so he can join on the call with you. If not, maybe we reschedule, because when we're talking about Agency Remix, you really want me and Danny on that call, because Danny, especially if you have tech questions, Danny can answer more of the tech stuff than I can. So that is where you would go ahead and do it, right here on the screen. And then I'll go back one more. If you want information about the deals, man, I should have had these both on a final slide, Danny. Then you would go ahead and go to this link. We can put that. We'll put that in the stream in Facebook. We'll put these links in the stream in Facebook. Somebody who I can't know who the name is wants a founder spot for Agency Remix. Awesome. All you have to decide, we'll go back here a minute.
Dale.
Mr. Cato?
Dale Hoberman.
Dale Hoberman. Okay. Yeah, Dale, love you. Love to have you on. We've been talking to Dale. Dale, you've already been talking to us, so you are at the front of the line. Anybody who's already talked to us, by the way, get in. You're at the front of the line because you've already Dale already had a spot. He talked to me last week and he already reserved his spot. So there's a couple people, you know who you are, that we've already been talking. Your spot's reserved. You're going to get onboarded first. All right. Anything else, Danny? If not, we're like straight up 11 o'clock. Look at that.
Looks good to me.
Yeah. Sorry I came in late. This is going to be awesome. Yes, it is. Very awesome.
Yeah.
Very awesome. Yeah. This time next year, you're going to be glad you're a founder, because I think this software is going to blow up. And when it does, founders always, if you're a founder in some of our other programs, I have founders in 10X. We are super, 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 responsive to our founders, and we try to do special stuff. Tamara, you're most welcome. We appreciate all of you guys as well. You guys are why we do this, hearing your stories. Some of the people that have been on, and by the way, the Agency Remix is replacing our revenue system program. And we already reached out to every revenue system founder, and we've talked to them personally. If you got missed because you didn't see our email, come talk to us, because we are moving all of those founders to the new system, et cetera, et cetera. But without you guys, we can't do this. Watching some of the people over the last year who struggled with selling SEO and struggled with selling website design, now going in and selling and actually making strides and building their business finally. It just has been so exciting for me. And that's why we do this. Danny, what is the support email for RS-VIP?
Well, that's revenue system, Lisa. That's you.
The support email for everything in our world is support@aftxs.
Just shoot me a message, Dale. Just shoot me a message on Facebook Messenger. I'll see what I can do to help you.
And Dale, there's a for the founders RS-VIP, there's a Skype channel too. Now we're going to close that down in 2023 because we have a new, some new stuff, but you can always find us. You can always find us. I spent some time with Dale just recently. So, some of you guys, remember, we're accessible. Now we want to get a bunch of stuff done, but we're accessible. The number one thing you're going to find about the Agency Fast Track community is we're no joke. We don't just put stuff out on lip service. We're here to help you make money, help you succeed. We'll come to the table and do our part if you come to the table and do your part. That's the key, right? There's some work. Diane, hey, good to see you. Yes, please set up a call with us, Diane. And let me go back to that. Again, we will put this link in the stream of all the places where this is streaming to. That way you guys can click it. But yeah, please, Diane, set up a call with us. Again, anybody who's in RS, please set up a call. We want to get on the phone with you. We want to go over your options. We want to tell you, we want to actually just talk to you about it. There are some people who are coming over to Agency Remix and keeping their high level account for various reasons. And we want to help you make that decision. We're keeping our high level accounts. We have 2, and we're not getting rid of them for various reasons. And we'll go over that with you guys. I'm not seeing any more questions. I don't think there's any such thing as Black Friday anymore, guys. I started seeing these Black Friday deals 2 weeks ago. And over the weekend, I saw so many. And so our Black Friday deal will historically most likely always start the Monday before, because I would like to get most of this buttoned up, and at least running smoothly before I run off for my I only take 2 days usually for the holiday, and then I'll be around on the weekend if you guys have questions. All right, not seeing anything else. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys for being an amazing community. I'm just going to take this last minute to say I am, with Thanksgiving, one of the things we always do is talk about what we're thankful for. And I am extremely thankful for all of you. Without all of us together, Agency Fast Track would not exist. And the community that we have built over the last 2 years would not be here. And it's an amazing, amazing community. Everyone's giving, everyone's helping. And what we do is we all understand we're all trying to get ahead. And that's what I love about the community. So I appreciate you guys. I'm thankful for you guys. Again, if you have any questions, please just set up a strategy call with us. Oh, okay. One more question. Do we need any additional tools for Agency Remix? It's gonna depend, obviously. We don't know every scenario. So there's gonna be some scenario out there somewhere where you might need Zapier, right? But for the most part, everything we're trying to do, you're not going to need really any more tools. One of the tools you get rid of, so if you move from high level to Agency Remix, you get rid of Mailgun. So that's $35 a month. If you're on our VIP program to get the training and the calls and all that stuff, that goes away. So for some of you guys, out of that $297, you're only paying $150 more. But that's before I even talk about if you quit high level. I promise you, if you quit high level and you're just over here, you're saving a ton of money. But I can't say you wouldn't ever need to connect through other stuff. If you're trying to connect to Wrike or to some platform that we don't have an API connection built in yet, you might have to Zap for a while. I'm not going to commit to having an API to every single platform, right? I don't want to do that. That's too much, right? That takes too much to do. But we're going to try as we may to deliver to the community exactly what they asked for. We're going to have a roadmap. We're going to let you guys vote on the roadmap, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. We're going to treat this very serious because you're giving us your business. We want to make sure we make this the best tool you ever bought. So I have somebody asking, in some places like, okay, we're streaming this to multiple platforms. So some of you guys are like, hey, my picture's not showing up here, but it shows up over there. If you're in Facebook, you have to give Facebook permission. If you're in YouTube, you have to give YouTube permission. If you're, depending on where you are, you do have to give permissions. We've got like different chats coming up on our screen and different things showing because we have all these platforms streaming. So we'll figure all that out together. This is our first restream, by the way. It's our first time using this new platform. I think it's gone very smoothly. All right, I'm not seeing any other questions. I know Danny is talking to somebody. I don't know, Danny, if we see that public, but I'm seeing it. I don't want to cut you off if you're talking to someone, but if we don't have any other questions, I'm going to turn this loose so it goes out into the wild and starts the replay for everyone. You cool with that, Danny?
Yep.
All right, guys, have an amazing week. If I don't talk to you, have a phenomenal Thanksgiving if you celebrate. If you're in another country, think about us or just think about what you're thankful for because we'll be thinking about you. Guys, have an amazing rest of your week. Go out, be productive, be prosperous, and enjoy your holiday.